What does it mean to love yourself? This is a question I've been getting a lot lately. What it means to love yourself is to put yourself first, to be selfish. Now, selfish is not a negative word, not in my meaning, and the way I define it is very simple. You do things for yourself first before anyone else. When you're on the plane, the mask falls down first. You breathe in the oxygen and then you help other people. You see an old man on the bus. You give him your seat. Why? Because it makes you feel good. If it didn't, you wouldn't do it. There's nothing wrong with that. You have the right to feel good and the right to do things however you choose. But understand this idea of selfishness. Okay, so if you're selfish and everything starts with you, then what are you doing for yourself? Now, self-love is very important. What are you putting in your body? The food that you eat plays a very big role. Well, if you can't eat right, that's fine. It's easier said than done, but what are you doing? What are you reading? Who are you hanging out with? What time are you putting in on other people? And how much time are you putting in yourself? Because the thing is, if you spend so much time on other people, you end up knowing them so well, and then you end up being in this paradox where you try to fit in, but you never feel like you belong. But you know where you belong? Right here in your heart. Right here in your home. Because at the end of the day, you go home, and you go to sleep, and you wake up, and you're by yourself. You might have a lover next to you, you might not. But no matter where you go, unless you find a way to belong, you'll feel lonely trying to fit in. So what do? Do things for yourself. What would you love to do? What can you do today that your future self would love you for? What can you do today that when you wake up tomorrow, you'll feel good? What can you do today that if today was your last day, you would live with no regrets? You would be happy. And if you live with that kind of mentality, then if today is your last day, then you live a life of lives. And if tomorrow you end up waking up, then guess what? You already have a head start on it. So what does it mean to love yourself? 1, be aware of the people and the things that you hang around. You absorb everything. You want to be a certain way, then ask the question about the people around you. Because if they're not what you want to be, then you're never going to be that. So move and change. 2, what have you done for yourself lately? Really? What? When's the last time you treated yourself to a nice walk around the block? When's the last time you treated your mind to a beautiful book? When's the last time you treated yourself to a new sport where you tried something new? Because when you surround yourself with new things, then you start developing other understandings. A lot of people say follow your passion, but how do you do that if you don't know what your passion is? Let me tell you, just do things. Nike had it right, just do it. Just do it. Because when you go out there and you just do it, then you learn. How do you know what your passion is? Try something. I do rock climbing, I do running, I do a lot of these things. Did I know I'd like it? No, but I did them. So what's your choice? What do you want to do? If you don't know, then try things. And guess what? One by one, you can check things off your list until you find the things that you want to. And by doing that, you start to find the people that you want to be around. Because when you do the things you love, people will love the things you do. And 3, take moments to yourself. Take moments to reflect. Take moments to write. Take moments to just be by yourself and be grateful for it. And understand that you are enough. And when you learn that, you really understand that, you'll notice that you don't need to fit in anymore because you've always belonged. It's not that you're lost. It's just you've been looking in the wrong places your whole life. It's not that there's anything wrong with you. It's just you stop looking for what's right in you. And right in you is everything you could ever ask for. Right in you is the answers to everything. Right in you is what it is. So when you do things that you feel in your heart, that is one way of showing yourself love. When you are compassionate, and I mean, you're going to make mistakes. I make mistakes every day. But I ask for forgiveness, and I ask to be forgiven, and I forgive others, because this life is hard. It is. But understanding this will make it easier. Forgive yourself for what you did, to allow yourself to be what you are, to become what you know you could be in the future. Forgiveness, understanding, and this brings awareness. So you want to love yourself? Start doing things for yourself. Start going out there and asking questions for yourself. Start being that person for yourself. And by doing that, you will create this world. By being you. Because you know what? That's the only thing you could ever be. And to me, that's the only thing you ever should be. Be you. Love yourself. Be true.